One sunny morning on the farm, a cheerful little rabbit named Rusty hopped out of his cozy burrow. He stretched his long ears and wiggled his fluffy white tail. The sun was warm on his fur, and the birds were singing a happy tune. Rusty looked around the farm, and his eyes lit up when he saw the big, beautiful orange trees. The oranges were bright and round, like little suns hanging from the branches. Oranges are my absolute favorite, Rusty laughed to himself. They're so juicy and sweet. I know what I'll do today. I'm going to make the most delicious, fresh orange juice in the whole wide world. With a happy hop, skip, and a jump, Rusty grabbed his favorite wicker basket and bounced over to the orange grove. He stood on his tiptoes, reaching for the plumpest orange he could find. He stretched, and finally, he plucked one from the branch. Plop! Another one fell right on top of his head. Ouch! Her! Rusty giggled, rubbing his head with his paw. It didn't hurt at all. It was just a funny surprise. He carefully placed the oranges in his basket, one by one, until it was full to the brim. The basket was heavy, but Rusty was strong and determined. Now, how was he going to get all these oranges back to the farm kitchen? Rusty looked around and saw the farmer's big, shiny red tractor parked nearby. Perfect, he exclaimed. He climbed up into the driver's seat. His little paws barely reaching the pedals, he found the big red start button and pushed it. Vroom. Vroom, the tractor rumbled to life. Rusty held onto the steering wheel tightly as he drove toward the kitchen. The path was a little bumpy, and the tractor bounced up and down. Boing, boing, boing. Rusty laughed out loud with every bounce. The wind blew through his fur, and he felt like he was on the greatest adventure. The oranges in his basket jiggled and jived, but not a single one fell out. He was a very careful driver. When he finally reached the farm kitchen, he parked the tractor and hopped down, carrying his heavy basket of oranges inside. The kitchen was big and bright, with a long wooden table in the middle. Rusty set his basket down and took a deep breath. Okay, time to make the juice. He found a big bowl and a juicer. He took an orange, cut it in half with a small, safe knife, and started to squeeze it. Whoosh! Juice squirted right onto his nose and all over his face. He blinked and shook his head, a little surprised. "Oh," he said. He tried again with another orange half, but this time, so much juice splashed onto the floor that he slipped on the puddle. Oopsie daisy, he giggled, landing softly on his fluffy tail. Making juice is a little harder than I thought it would be. But was Rusty going to give up? Of course not. He wiped up the spill with a cloth and decided to try a new strategy. This time, he squeezed the oranges slowly and carefully, holding them steady over the bowl. Swish, swirl, splash, the golden juice trickled down, filling the bowl with a sweet, citrusy smell. He kept going, squeezing orange after orange until his paws were a little tired, but the bowl was full of fresh juice. He was very careful not to make another mess. Finally, he took the bowl and poured the beautiful orange juice into a big glass jug. It looked so refreshing and delicious. He held it up to the light, and it glowed like liquid sunshine. He had done it! He had made his very own orange juice. Just then, his friends started to arrive. Penny the pig trotted in, followed by Clara the cow, and a whole flock of fluffy chickens. They had smelled the wonderful aroma of fresh oranges from all across the farm. "What's that amazing smell, Rusty?" asked Clara the cow, her big eyes wide with curiosity. "I made orange juice," Rusty announced proudly, puffing out his chest. "Would you all like to try some?" The animals all cheered. "Yes, please." Rusty poured a little cup of juice for each of his friends. They all took a sip. "This is so sweet," clucked one of the chickens. It's the best orange juice I've ever tasted. Moo Clara. Penny the pig slurped her juice down in one gulp and asked for more. Seeing his friends so happy made Rusty feel warm and fuzzy inside. He felt so proud of himself. He looked at his friends, then at the jug of juice, and smiled his biggest smile. You know, he said thoughtfully, things went a little wrong at first. I got bonked on the head. I slipped and fell, and I made a big mess. But I didn't give up, and trying again made everything so much better in the end. It makes the juice taste even sweeter. All the animals nodded in agreement. They spent the rest of the afternoon sitting in the sunshine, sipping on Rusty's delicious orange juice and sharing stories. It was the perfect end to a perfect day on the farm. And Rusty learned that even when things get a little tricky, a positive attitude and a little bit of perseverance can turn any challenge into a sweet success. Thank you so much for watching this story today. We hope you enjoyed Rusty's adventure. Remember to always keep trying, just like our little rabbit friend. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fun stories. See you next time.